Alright, hello everyone, this is DJ Blink Blink. Today I'm going to do a review for a subwoofer. The subwoofer is the RCF 705 AS-II, or should I say AS-II, double I. Now this was requested by someone on my YouTube channel by the name of JG. He apparently looked at two of my old reviews for a Behringer subwoofer. Those were my old sub of before. One of them was the Behringer 18-inch subwoofer. If you want to watch that review and see what that is all about, that's going to pop up in the banner right there. And he also watched the second subwoofer review that I did after the Behringer 18-inch. That was the Behringer 15-inch subwoofer. That is also going to pop up at the banner right there. So let's get to what we're doing today. Why did I have the Behringer before? The Behringer was a good subwoofer for me at that point in time, but it was heavy. So I decided to go for the RCF. The RCF sub, first thing, it weighs 28 kg. 28 kg to 42 kg. That is a massive difference in weight. And then secondly, it carries a lot of punch. So we're going to do a detailed review today. We're going to look around the sub. We're going to see how the sub is. We're going to see the connections at the back. We're going to see everything about the sub. Also, I will play the sub for you. Alright, so you would hear the sub alone. Then I will connect my top to it. I'll connect the EV to it. Remember, this is a 15-inch. I'll connect the 12-inch to it. Then you would hear both of them together. Now, the important thing, how much does this sub cost? The RCF now costs £729. That's the current price as of today. The price can change. The sub I bought, the RCF, I bought a cover for it. The cover for the sub is still £85. I would advise you get a cover for the sub. So let me show you how the sub looks all around it. So that's the sub with the cover on it. You can see the RCF logo. You can see the side with the part of the handle. That's where I was carrying it. There's also another gap here. And then that's the back of the sub. So there's a zipper, as you can see. That's a zipper there. So what I do is I open the zip. My face will not be in focus now, but what you're interested in is the sub. Now when I open this, yeah, there are some velcros. You can see the velcros. Yeah. Now you can see why this is worth £85. So this goes on the velcro, and that's the front of the sub. It also has this, right? This holds the sub in. Yeah. Now, if you look at the back, this is where all your cables would go into. Okay. You open the zipper. Also on that velcro. So this is the back of the sub. So now we're just going to discuss the back of the sub once and for all. Alright, this is a close shot of the back of the sub. Let's start from the left here. This is the limiter light. This is going to come on and show red if you're hitting the limit. This is the signal light. Yeah, signal is basically your line in signal, not your power. So if the line in coming in, if it can feel it more, that is going to start flashing. It's going to be solid green. This is the power light, definitely, which means when it's powered on. This knob here, right, is what you can use to control the volume, right? This is the minimum, as you know, and this is the maximum. I leave mine at 12 o'clock every time. So this is the output, which is either the link or the crossover. Link means whatever you send in is what you're sending out. And you can see at the side here, you can see out. So when this is outward, this button, if it's out, you're using it as a link. You send anything in, you can daisy chain this sub to another sub, right? So you send in the input, then you can use this. You see link, yeah? Then you plug whatever you want to plug here, send it out to the other sub, or you send it to another speaker, right? And if you press it in, that means at that point in time, you're using the crossover, right? So which means anything you send in, you're going to cut it off at either 80 Hertz or 110 Hertz. 80 Hertz, the button is out, you press it in, 110, right? Now the phase, 0 degrees, 180 degrees, that's, you only need that if your sub is clashing with another sub, which means they're cancelling each other out, right? So if we come to this side, this is the input, yeah? Your left and right for your two jacks, your XLR jacks. And this is the output. This output, as I said, will serve you for both the link and the crossover. And then at the bottom, that's the power jack, and this is the power button. And as you can see, this is sub 705 AS-II. AS is for active speaker. 705 is the 15-inch. Yeah, 708 is the 18-inch, but this is the 15-inch. So I'm gonna plug all my cables in now, and then I'll fire up the sub. Input first. That goes in. If you want to remove it, you push this and then you pull it out, right? So that goes in, and then this goes to supply the top. Yeah, this is your output, right? So that goes in there. Yeah, so that's your two cables. This for your left. If I was using a multiple speaker, then I'll use this side also. So yeah, that's the back of the sub. Now if you look at the top of the sub, this is where you put your pole for your top. Yeah, you place it in there. Yeah, and that's also covered. So you can see the cover is well made. Let us now test the sound of the sub so you can see how it sounds. So this is what I'm gonna do. While I'm testing the sub, yeah, is I'm gonna use my phone to record the back of the sub also at the same time. So at least you can see how it is, if it's clipping or not. I will increase the volume, I would max it out, yeah? And I'm gonna show you also what is going on the controller. So nothing is gonna be hidden. So remember, what we're doing now is just the sub alone. The top is not gonna be there. What you will be hearing is just the sub. So crossover button has been pressed in, but I've not pressed the other button for the 110. Yeah, so now listen. That has been pressed in now. You can see the punch, yeah? Let's now increase the volume. Wow, that was the maximum volume. Yeah, I've never ever taken my controller to the maximum volume ever. As you can see, it was when we increased the volume of my controller almost to the max. That was when the signal light came on. Yeah, not even the limiter, just the signal green light. So at the back of this, if the green light is what is flashing, you're fine. If the red light is flashing, ooh, that means you need to turn it down. Yeah, you don't want anything red. Remember, green is good, red is bad. Yeah, the next test we're gonna do now is gonna be with the EV connected. I placed the EV on the sub. The sub is under. I'll power up the sub. We're gonna leave the crossover, everything still there. So let's get this done. Max it out all the way. You can see that was maximum on the DDJ-SZ. Sub was at 12 o'clock. That's it with the top crossover pressing. Now, what is my own personal view? You've heard everything I've said from the beginning. This will be like a recap of my view. The RCF 705 AS-II or 705 AS-II is a fantastic sub. I would encourage anyone to buy it. One thing also is it comes with 2 years guarantee. You can also see that I have the cover, which is all around the sub that protects the sub. But yes, this sub, wow, I have no regret. Not even one regret. The sub has been performing as in every single time. No clipping, nothing, zilch. Powerful, carries a punch. There's nothing else you can ask for. Yeah. And also, it's not heavy. So if you're out there, and also importantly, JG that told me to do this video, I would encourage you to buy this sub. Hopefully this review would help someone out there. So yeah, you know how we do. You know how we do. If you have any comments in regards to this video, drop them in the comment section below. Remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. And if you have any questions, boom, you know me. Any questions, I would answer you immediately, in as much as I'm awake. If I'm asleep, you would have to wait for me to wake up. So yeah, this is DJ Blink Blink signing out.